Okay, DigiKast. Day 3 recap. It's day 4. Whew, it's been a day.
Is it day 4?
Yeah.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday? Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But yeah, so
It's been a
DigiKast.
day. We're like exhausted again.
Yep.
I am.
Ooh. Yeah, we're making all the noise. You know we're tired.
Mm-hmm.
It's your host, DJ Awesome Rob, and my awesome co-host here.
Sherry's Joy.
We make up the DigiKast. You can hit that like and subscribe button now because you know you want to.
Mm-hmm.
You know we're worth it.
Yep.
So we had some things happen that you definitely want to hear about. The things you've been waiting for us to hear about was most of the stuff from yesterday. Today was a long one. We reached our destination of Nassau. We came out. We did the thing. We came back. We did more stuff. It was a good day.
Mm-hmm.
But yesterday, let's talk about yesterday. Day 3, Tuesday at sea. We were officially in Bahamian waters as of 10 o'clock last night.
What? Okay, there you go.
I wrote down stuff.
Okay.
And I got a list of stuff. What did we do? We did the Hog Wild Pigsty game.
Yeah.
We did
that was fun.
Charm bracelets.
Yep.
We did sports trivia.
Yep.
We did sushi. We watched the stage show. Studio 54. We had dinner.
No, we didn't. We went to buffet dinner.
Right, with the leftover fish and the entrees.
Was that last night or was that lunch?
That was last night.
What did I eat?
The fried tofu.
It wasn't fried. It was wet.
Grilled tofu.
I wouldn't even call it that.
Yeah.
It was wet.
We had the deck party.
We did.
Yeah, and that was good.
Yeah.
Where would you like to start?
Wherever you would like to start, huh?
Let's start with the charm bracelets.
Okay.
That was easy. Knock that one out.
All right. Yeah. So, I don't know. I think it was like at 6. We went down to where the fun shops are, and we went to the jewelry store and waited in a long line. But it was moving. So basically, they were giving away free bracelets, and they were only 7 inches long, and they are charm bracelets. So every day of the cruise, they were giving away a free charm to put on the bracelet. So they had already started giving away the charms on Monday. We didn't know about it or pay it any attention until Tuesday.
Yeah, I think it was if you know, you know, and if you don't know,
now you know.
We're gonna milk you for everything. Look what you we're gonna pull a FOMO card. Yeah.
So it's okay because you we still have a chance to catch up on everything. She sold us real good and it was really quick. So we both got the charm bracelet, and then the charm for yesterday I think was the seahorse, and then there were 2 other charms that if you missed it you could purchase them. So everything was like $15. So we purchased both, and we have them as souvenirs. So I didn't see a list for today, but I'm pretty sure she told us to told everyone to come back today at 6 for the next charm. I don't know, but it is on the list for Thursday, but it was not on the list for today, so I'm not really sure what's happening.
Yeah, they were definitely like, oh man, you didn't get the charm for yesterday, you could buy it for like $10. Oh man, you really want
it. It was it was like all of them.
Yeah.
To catch up, she said.
Right, to catch up.
Yeah, well anyway, we got suckered into that. That's fine.
Yeah.
They're pretty cute. They're not, terrible looking. They don't look cheap, so.
Yeah, I think it's the cruise line equivalent of pin trading.
All right, yeah, so that was the charm bracelet.
Let's jump into sushi, because the trivia stuff we did all together.
Yeah. Okay, so sushi, we went for lunch at 12, right when they opened, we got there. And
what's the restaurant? Where did we go?
Bonsai Sushi on the Carnival cruise ship, Carnival Legend. We went to Deck 2. Deck 2, And it's a small restaurant right outside of the atrium. And we had miso soup.
Yeah, it is an upcharge too.
It is. So it's a specialty restaurant,
Mm-hmm.
and it isn't up like you have to pay extra for it, but it really wasn't expensive.
Yeah, it's not expensive.
We spent $33, and that was just on the food, and that's because we got the sushi boat, which is a ton of sushi that you get to finish eating.
Mm-hmm. It's like 2 for $28, and if you go for dinner, it's like 2 for $26.
Yeah.
Or I guess
no.
like a
if you order it,
too.
You could order it for dinner in the main dining restaurant, and if you do that instead of what they're having, it's an upcharge of only $26.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So anyway,
you're not even going to the sushi restaurant to get it.
Right.
But I'm sure they make it and they just send it up.
Yeah. So everything came out fast. It was we had the miso soup, and then the sushi boat came out not too long after that. We had water and everything. I ordered a energy drink, and you ordered a sake beer. And the girls, the ladies that were, I guess, the wait staff, or the staff that was working the restaurant, they were all so super adorable and nice, and very, just engaging, and asking us about our day and asking us what we did today, what we were going to do today, what did we do yesterday. And the one lady, she was asking us, we were talking to her about Bermuda versus Bahamas. She had never been to the Bahamas. She's been to Bermuda. So we were telling her a little bit of what we knew about the Bahamas. And she was interested. She was excited to go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that was sushi.
Yeah, and the sushi was good. It was
good. Yeah.
The sushi boat was like a lot. And I think that's like the sampler.
Yeah.
It was.
That's a good explanation, actually.
It was like, what was it? It was some California rolls, some nigiri, tuna and salmon.
Rolls,
yeah, some salmon rolls. There had some tempura pieces in there.
It did.
There was some shrimp in there.
There was like a salad, a little salad in there.
Yeah, the little ginger salad, lettuce, and tomatoes or something.
That was good.
Yeah.
So I wasn't really a fan of, because it had mayonnaise on the sushi, like a little dollop of mayonnaise.
I thought that might have been cream cheese.
With some roe on mayonnaise. It. I think it was mayonnaise.
Yeah.
I did not like it. That's why I don't think it was cream cheese.
Okay.
And it was too thin to be cream cheese. So yeah, so that's why you gotta finish it all, because it's on all of them. And I'm starting to become very particular in what I eat anyways. I mean, I always have been, but my appetite and everything is changing. So anyways, so we did that.
Yeah, and it was bring your appetite, bring your level of sushi and your appetite for the day for this.
Mm-hmm.
I would almost say don't do it at 12 like we did. Do it at like 3 when you're super hungry after skipping lunch. Yeah, because it's like a lot.
Yeah.
It's definitely a full value. That's like dinner or lunch for 4.
It really is. Yeah. At least 3. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's like, and that video we watched of the YouTubers, him and his wife, they finished that whole entire thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oof, man.
But I think they had it for dinner though.
Maybe.
Yeah, that might be the time to do it.
That was the whole thing.
Also, we were like the only people there at the beginning.
Yeah. And then when we were done, everybody.
It was like a bunch of people there.
Yeah, came. Was yesterday the day I was really, really sick?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, I was really, really sick. It was not looking good for your girl here. It was rocky. It was bad, and we were doing 18 knots. And now we're doing 17.5, so I'm guessing it's going to be a rough night for me tonight, too.
It might be. It's already moving around a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Alright, so go ahead. Is there more you want to say about sushi?
No.
And being sick?
No.
Alright, so the fun thing we did, we spent a lot of time in the, what was it, the pub? The Red Frog?
The Red
Tree
Frog
Pub or whatever.
Yep.
And this is also on the second floor or second deck. Deck 2 is right next to the coffee bar, which is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. We weren't really paying attention to the pub, but that's where they have the karaoke. That's where they have the trivia stuff at. There's like
for this trip anyway.
Yeah, for this one. Like they have a piano bar. We haven't done anything in there. I think that's where they had the wedding reception thing at too.
It's always closed. I think they only do. I think that's that. They had the wedding and the reception in there. We walked past and we saw the captain marrying this couple.
Yeah.
And then they had like the buffet food and everything out. So
they had the Elton John thing that we missed. There's a few things that fit in there.
A few things, yeah.
But yeah. Anyway.
So what were you mentioning? The trivia
pub.
and stuff.
Yeah.
So we met a nice gentleman, and we did sports trivia, and me and Big Rob was like, well, I don't know, I guess together we'll get 3 right out of 20.
Right.
And then the guy, he was by himself, and we were talking back and forth. He was at the table next to us, and he was like, do you want me to join you? We can do this together. I was like, yeah, sure, come on. So he answered every single question.
Pretty much, yeah.
Correct. And we all won a trophy because we were a team.
Right, we had the ringer and the what was it, the DJ that was running the whole show. He was like, does anybody think they got all 20 right? We were like, yeah. And the other people were like, yeah, I think so.
They did not.
They definitely didn't. We had all 20. We had all the answers.
20, yeah.
It was like 1967 was the first Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Ty Cobb, the first person to go into the Baseball Hall of Fame.
Coppertown in Baseball Hall of Fame.
Yep.
Or something about Scotland, and the national sport of Canada is lacrosse and not hockey.
Not hockey.
Yeah, so it was pretty good. I learned a lot. I knew the figure skating question.
Yeah, there was some low ball questions. The figure skater question was probably a hard question, maybe a medium.
The figure skating?
Yeah.
That was easy.
No, I didn't know that one.
I mean, I wouldn't expect you to know that one. I would expect you to know any of the other ones over the figure skating one. I only know the figure skating because I watched it, and I know who Peggy Fleming is.
One was like the size of the basketball hoop.
Right, like stuff. It was
like
wow, yeah.
I had no idea what the size is.
Right. And then we learned, excuse me, it's been a tiring day. Then we learned how to play the pigsty game. I think that was before, though.
I think that was before.
Yeah, so the pigsty game was fun. That was words in the cat. It was like it's a word game. It's like you have a category, and so like when I went up, it was name the.
Well, he calls up like 5 people.
Right, he calls up like 5 people, and he asks the question, and you just got to answer it. So, for example, when I played, the question was name a movie that was a blockbuster hit the first day and made like millions of dollars or something like that. And
so like top grossing blockbuster hits.
Yeah. And so my response was Jurassic Park. So it was actually Jurassic World, but he gave it to me because it's still in the same family. And I really was thinking Titanic for the second round. And I just figured that was the obvious answer. So the pigsty answer is the answer that's the obvious question. That's the obvious answer. And since we're on a ship, I thought Titanic would be the obvious answer. So I didn't say it. But then it actually ended up not being Titanic. It was Avatar.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Nobody said Avatar.
No.
So yeah, if you guessed the most popular answer, then you were out. But the goal was to guess an answer that was on the list of however many he said, like the top 20 or whatever, top 10, but not the first answer, not the most popular answer.
So my second answer was E.T., and that got me out. It's you only have 5 seconds to answer, so it's a lot of pressure to think.
So yeah, and then they calls up 5 people, so everybody gives their answer. And if nobody gets out, he goes around again, and everybody gives more answers. As long as it's on the list, and it's not the top answer, you get to keep going.
Yeah.
So then you have less and less answers to pull from.
Right.
Plus, if you repeat and answer someone else said, you're out. So you got to remember what everybody said. You try not to pick the most popular one, trying to figure out what the most popular one is and not pick that. And yeah, and go on down. So
Hey, we slowed down to 15 knots. Good.
um, I got called up and it was top. What was it? 24. What are the crayons that come in the box of 24 Crayola pack?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone said pink, and that wasn't one.
Yeah, pink wasn't one of them.
Someone said purple, and that wasn't one. I was thinking it was probably violet.
Yeah.
Specific. There can be a language barrier.
Right.
Going on too.
I think he's partially deaf too. He had one of the ear things on.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. But he's handling it though.
Yeah, he's really cool. I like all of the entertainment staff.
Yeah. And I won.
You did win.
Go ahead. With entertainment staff.
Everyone has been really nice.
Mm-hmm.
The entertainment staff we've had more interactions with other than our room steward, who is also awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So everything has been really great in place. Yeah.
I think, I don't know, I think the stigma is that Carnival is the cheap one.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like they have kind of switched their mantra. Like they're people know we're the cheap one and they're okay with that. It's like, you want to go on a cruise, this is where you go to. This is your first, this is like your intro to cruising, right?
Right.
So I think what they've done,
hired a shit ton of security.
Yeah, after all the issues they've had, and mind you, we haven't had any issues, no issues along the ship, at least not that we know of. Only thing I heard was a medical emergency early this morning. But yeah, all the stuff about fights breaking out and stuff like that, like we haven't had any of that on the ships at all. Yeah, I guess fingers crossed. It's Wednesday, we're almost done. But yeah, no issues. There is quite the variety of people along board. So, stuff like that, there's definitely a security presence. But as far as, like the intro to cruising is probably the lowest barrier to entry. Like, this is our DigiKast tips. Purchase early. Right? Yeah. You want to go somewhere, lock it down a year out, year and a half,
at least. And pay on it monthly. Do the auto monthly plan. Yeah. That way you're not just paying what you can or what you want to pay. I mean, by all means, we're not telling you not to do it. I mean, you do you. But for us,
make it fit your budget.
Yeah, make it fit your budget. Make it economically awesome for you. So for us, I'm disappointed that we didn't put it on the auto pay like 4 years ago when we first booked it. But it's okay. We got it. We're good to go. So on the next cruise, we're going to book for 2026. So we'll book that starting next year because we'll be able to then. You can only book so far out. So next year we'll book for that, and then I'm going to put us on a auto monthly plan. And the farther out you book, the lower your monthly payment is going to be.
Right.
Yeah.
And then also, I think with that goes the thing that we stumbled upon or lucked into, either way you want to call it. The further out you book, the better chance you have of something happening in your benefit with the room. So we booked with a balcony. You said it was obstructed.
We were going to be on deck 6.
Yeah, they actually upgraded the room.
Yeah. Well, for like
it was like
cost,
a fee,
but it was nowhere near what the upcharge normally would have been.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, and also, you set up an account with your rewards thing, and like you're getting free stuff every day because it was your birthday.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, it's quite like it's Carnival is I have some downers but there's more uppers than there are downers. most of my issues have been with like the utensils, the eating utensils.
You
But
have that
also that's
everywhere, I
like
think.
that's everywhere, and it's also understandable because when you're putting everything in the dishwasher, like it even
Right.
happens at home, some stuff gets stuck. So I don't know, but whatever. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna bring your own plastic when you get on the ship? I don't think you can.
Can't. No.
Right.
And
Right.
actually
They're
the.
actually Carnival. We've learned is anti-plastic.
Hmm.
No plastic, no waste because
They're
we're in
all
the ocean.
reusable.
Yeah. Everything is like even the coffee cups with the lids and everything. It's all biodegradable
Hmm.
products.
Recyclable, reusable, compostable,
Yeah.
all that.
Yeah. And I
So
like that. Yeah.
yeah, I think with them, it's like they know that they're kind of like the cheap ticket to get in, so they kind of pad out with a lot of extras, and
Mm.
or the experience I think is
Mhm.
a lot friendlier
Got it.
or potentially friendlier.
Right.
So it's like maybe like you gotta pay more for better like food service and stuff.
Mhm.
The buffet is pretty basic, and then it does feel a lot like they're cutting stuff out.
Yeah.
Like you get like the small portions at dinner.
Right.
Like, oh, you got to go to the steakhouse and pay extra for like a
Like
full steak or whatever, full big meal.
$48
But yeah,
per.
it's like a lot.
It's very expensive. But and it's I feel like it's still gonna be the same old gourmet portion.
I would hope not.
Yeah. So for someone like me, like it's I don't eat a whole lot. I can't. So the portion sizes are fine. Like at the end of the night when we
Yeah,
leave, I'm
yeah,
like, oh
yeah.
my gosh.
Right. We always leave full.
But then an hour later, I'm like hungry
Hmm.
because I barely ate anything as far as like anything. Like I've been doing all the vegetarian options, and
Hmm.
so I'm not getting any protein. So, and then I don't even know like if I'm really significantly getting protein like at all. I do have eggs in the morning, but they're like buffet eggs, so they're watered
Mm.
and powdered. So, is there any kind of protein in that? I have no
Sure.
clue.
Yeah.
So,
I think like you with Carnival, it kind of feels like they're nickel and diming you a little bit, but I think what they have made up for that is with the staff. The staff has been
phenomenal.
amazing. Yeah.
Yep.
The entertainment staff, the service staff,
Yep.
everybody all around. Like the
Yep.
photographers have all
Yes.
been great.
Yes. Yes.
All that stuff, like the experience that you get. You might say like, oh, the food portions are small and whatnot, but the buffet is open pretty much. It's not open 24/7 like it
Right.
used to, but it's
And
open for the times that people are pretty much up and ready to eat.
and you're not here for a feast.
True.
I mean, we learned there's
Hmm.
1,500 passengers,
Hmm.
not including the crew, so 1,500 guests on the ship. And you have to prepare dinner for everyone because you don't know who's going to have dinner, who's not, in the restaurant. So, I mean, they make it a sizable portion for you to enjoy.
Hmm.
Um, and you get, let's be honest, you get 3 courses.
Yeah.
So, and bread, a piece of bread, one roll.
That part is noticeable,
Yeah,
very noticeable.
it
It's like
really
the
is.
actual dining dinner time is very regimented
Yeah.
and sterile.
And it's like the person comes over with the bread. All he has is the tongs with the roll already in there.
Hmm.
One.
Here's your one. Here's your one. And I'm on to the next table.
Yeah.
They get one also.
Right. Yeah.
Hmm.
So I don't
You
know.
got 2 pads of butter, one for you, one for you. Put them on your bread. Don't ask me for no bread because I can't give you any more bread.
Right.
All right. So let me bring this around to your grilled tofu.
Alright, so it had some like teriyaki sauce or something on it. It wasn't grilled. It was
No, back up.
what?
Like get the background.
What?
How did you get the grilled tofu? What are we talking
We went to the buffet for dinner last night,
Mm-hmm.
and
They had the was it Monday night's barramundi in
the
the
restaurant.
Tuesday buffet. Yeah.
No. Oh yeah, in the buffet. Yeah,
Mhm.
and yeah, they had that.
The recycling thing.
Yeah, They had that, and then I
They had
don't
the
remember.
grilled tofu next to that.
The grilled tofu, and I think potatoes, like roasted potatoes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which have been good.
And something else, I can't remember what I ate. But the tofu, I love tofu, but I love extra firm tofu, and I like it when it's either air fried or sauteed. And this was just tasted, it was soft, and it tasted like it was just opened from the package and slapped on the grill for 30 seconds, and then put a bunch of teriyaki sauce on it, and then put it in the buffet thing.
Yeah, it said grilled, but I have questions.
Yeah. So it wasn't, my choice of how I like my tofu. But anyway, I ate it. I only ate a little bit of it because I needed something, and I don't remember what else I had.
Yeah.
The roasted potatoes, those are dry. But I mean, everybody is working hard on the ship to satisfy, your every need. So like we saw a lady, she's a vegan, and she was talking like they didn't have anything for her, and she filled out her allergy, her special needs thing. And so the sous chef or someone came out from behind the kitchen or from inside the kitchen to come out and talk to her, and he was talking to her about what he can prepare for her now. And this was at breakfast time. And so he was like, okay, well, if you have a seat here, I'll bring it out to you. And I mean, and that also happened to us, like when we went to Guy's Burgers today. Not to skip ahead, but we went for lunch and we waited in line or whatever, and the guy, the chef or whatever behind the scene, or the manager, the food manager for that station, was like, don't wait in this line. I don't want you to wait in the line. When you come here, just go over to the side where, the veggie stuff is. So that way I don't want you to wait in line and then wait again for your veggie burger, because they make them special for you.
Yeah, they make them fresh.
Yeah, so he had me sit down at the bench, at the table, and they brought out the burger when they were done cooking it. So, yeah, I mean, everybody's going above and beyond. It's been good.
Yeah, so for that side of it, it's like, I don't know if, like, don't sleep on Carnival. Like, they are definitely, I don't know if you call it punching above their weight class, but they're doing good stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe it's the value cruise, and it's a good value.
Yeah, it really is.
Because like there's all family sizes and whatnot. This is like the family reunion cruise, because you could go for a reasonable price and get a ton of value out of it.
Right.
And go somewhere for a week.
Right.
And then we were trying to go to Bermuda. Like that was the thing, because the cruise out of Baltimore doesn't go to Bermuda often. Not the Carnival one. It was what? It's
Royal Caribbean out of Baltimore goes.
Yeah, Royal Caribbean. But the one here is like Bahamas or Greenland for 2 weeks.
Right now, yeah.
It's like, and they were like, well, what about Bermuda? You want to go to Bermuda? Like, okay, cool. It's Greenland for 2 weeks. That's out.
Return.
And we're looking at the positional map on the CCTV.
And the knot speed went down again, another knot.
We're right now in between
Florida,
Freeport and Florida.
Yeah.
And we're making a U-turn up the coast.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess to talk about the crew and everything, we did the stage show, the Studio 54 show, and we had a deck party. Now, we have some concerns that the whole stage show about Studio 54, with all the what was it, 70s and early 80s music, from a variety of bands, was portrayed by an all-white cast. It's like, probably not their fault.
No.
But it was noticeable.
Yeah. It was
Questionable.
just disappointing that I didn't see any POC on the
Yeah.
stage. It was definitely not,
Mm-hmm.
um, you know,
And not that it wasn't inclusive.
it
It just
was
didn't have
inclusive.
any.
It just that, yeah, it was weird to not have any POC on the stage,
Yeah.
except for Cam.
Cam wasn't in the show.
Right, he wasn't in the show.
We haven't got the Cam yet.
Hmm.
But yeah, I guess the dichotomy of it all is like, okay, you got the stage show with the '70s and everything, and they're all white cast, and it's like, okay, singing Patti LaBelle, like, okay, and then Cam, our first black cruise director that we've ever had, and killing it, the whole cruise, is awesome, and it's like, okay. All right, Studio 54. And the show wasn't bad. It was a good show.
Yeah, it was.
It was, I said it was like, it felt like an amusement park show. Like you go to Kings Dominion or Busch Gardens or something. But like a step up from that.
Yeah.
It was, what? Okay. I would say it was not like the shows that they talk about on the bigger cruise ships. I mean, what was it? Only like 6 of them? Like 3 girls, 3 guys?
I feel like there was more, but maybe not.
Yeah. Alright. Let's take a break to talk about our sponsors. We'll be back in a second. Alright. And we're back. What were we talking about?
Wait,
yeah.
the whole staff.
Oh, also, we're up here on the 8th floor,
Yep.
8th deck,
Yep.
up at the top.
Yep.
The Lido deck is above us.
Yep.
We heard some banging earlier, and I think that was just like mechanical stuff happening while we were at port. But other than that,
because when we left the room, we saw them.
Yeah, they were definitely working on something.
Wires and stuff.
But yeah, we haven't heard our neighbors at all. I've heard the toilet flush because it's loud, and the patio door open like 2 times.
That's loud too.
Yeah, and that's it. Like you can't hear anybody. No, nothing on either side.
Wonderful.
It's been good.
Yeah.
So I don't know about thin walls in the cruise ship, but so far so good.
Yeah.
We'll say fingers crossed or knock on wood, but it's been good.
Yeah.
So yeah, to reiterate the true value of the Carnival ships, I guess maybe that's not everywhere, but at least for us on the Carnival Legend, 8th floor, pretty darn good.
I would, if we want to do the 8th floor again, though, I would do this room. Because we know for sure that we're not underneath the pool or the gym. We're underneath the spa.
Yeah.
So.
Which is like a ghost town. At least on this, cruise.
I saw on the first day, I think it was Sunday, I saw someone in the salon getting their hair done.
Yeah, and when we went to whatever they were giving away with the raffle, somebody was in there getting. It looked like I would have assumed they were getting the couples massage because it was a couple that was in there, and they were getting taken back for something. But other than that, we saw a couple doing like a workout. When we walked the deck last night, when you weren't feeling too hot, we walked around the whole top deck, the 9th and the 10th floor. Or no, it was the 10th floor, I think. I don't know, whatever it was.
The 10th deck? The very top?
Yeah, at the front of the ship, you could see right in the gym.
Yeah.
And they were just working out in there. I was like, okay.
There was like a couple people. We saw in the kids' arcade too, like the kids only or teens only arcade thing.
Yeah.
They were playing Xbox or something in there.
Yeah. So we were out there after the deck party, which was
Fun.
it was fun. Yeah, it was really good. We'll
Did a
bring
bunch
it
of
back
line
around.
dances, yeah.
The cruise director ran that show.
Cam.
Yeah, Cam ran the show and knocked it out of the park. It seems like he kind of knocks it out of the park at every event.
Everybody say, hey, Cam. That's all you got to do when you see me out and about. But as I always say, I do not do this job by myself.
You're, I guess, fortunately, unfortunately, I don't know how much people care about the cruise director, but sometimes the cruise director can make or break the whole trip.
Yeah.
And he's definitely enhanced our trip,
A lot. He's really good.
Mm-hmm.
He's really good. Like the last cruise we went on, cruise director Steve, he was good, but he wasn't as good as Cam.
Yeah. Also, I think everything we've done, he's been there or somebody has been there that has been really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think the thing they had last night was it's called the deck party. One of the DJs, and I think it's kind of like the send off party, but like in the middle. So this was right before we got into Nassau, or at the night when they announced that we were in the Bahamas officially. So it was like we're playing some fun music, and he's like, "Y'all gotta do some work. We're gonna do some line dances.
Yeah.
And don't worry, we're gonna teach you the line dances. Okay, everybody knows this one. You dance around, and then it's like nobody knows this one. We're gonna teach it, and this one you kind of half know, but here's how to do it.
And he taught well.
He did.
He really broke it down very well. For those who didn't know how to do them, he broke it down.
Yeah, it was very much like a good fitness instructor. And yeah, fitness and dance, all that.
Yep.
Like you're gonna go here, and then the 5, 6, 7, 8s, and then the whole explanation, and broke it down.
Yeah, he's good. He's just all around good.
2 practice rounds, and then you pretty much got the steps.
Because he breaks it down for you really awesome.
The SNL skit with John Mulaney knowing how to do all the dances. There was that guy that was out there.
Yeah, he was out there.
He was getting it.
His poor wife, this person he was with, she was so lost. He screwed me up at one point, because I was like, wait, what are you doing? But I found my way back. But yeah, he was really into it.
Yeah, he was way into it.
Yeah.
And it looked like he knew what he was doing.
He did.
He was making some stuff up.
He knew what he was doing. But his person, she was lost. Her poor girl, she was trying really hard. She did good too. She was trying, but I could
trying to keep up with him.
Yeah, I could tell that she was like, what the fuck? When he was, she was like, oh, that's too much. But she was out there. She did it up the whole entire time. It was very cute.
Yeah, it was a good time. So and it was kind of like the send off where it's like the kids and everybody is there, and then Cam gets up front and he's like, all right, everybody come dance, and then like 8 people get up, and he's like, no, like actually, he got off the stage and he pushed everybody to the dance floor.
He really did, yeah. Yeah,
he's like, if I'm gonna dance, y'all gonna dance. Yeah. So he got like everybody that was up there to dance. And it's like you don't get many people that are able to command the crowd like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've come off very impressed. And, it's been a good time.
Yeah.
So that was fun. We did all the dances. We did the Jerusalem song. I think I learned how to do it from him better than
yes. But also we've been watching it.
Yeah, we've been like I love the song. It was overplayed for a while. It's come back around. But yeah, it's like, okay, I think I know how to do it now. For real. I'm confident in being able to do it. I would like a refresher, but I think I can do it.
It was good.
Yeah. I think that's about it. We give a short synopsis of today and go into that more tomorrow. We did the Nassau thing. We got off the boat. We walked around.
Tried to get hustled, but we tried
tried not to get hustled.
We tried not to get hustled. they hustled us. They tried to hustle us.
We
but
succeeded.
We succeeded, right? We
And
did
not
not
getting
fall
hustled.
into the gap.
Yeah.
Hmm.
The trap.
The trap. Whatever.
The gap pan.
We did buy some souvenirs.
Yeah, we got some stuff.
Yeah, but nothing expensive.
Yeah, we didn't do the excursions.
No.
Because we had done the excursion here before. Check our actually, I guess it's on my channel, on the Big Ralph channel. But you can search the DigiKast. It's called SeaWorld Excursion.
Mm-hmm.
And there's, I think, 3 videos of the excursion.
Yeah.
We did not the glass bottom boat, but it was like the glass everything.
Boat, window boat.
Yeah, it was like a half submarine, half boat. So you kind of go down to the bottom deck and it's glass and you can see everything.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
It was cool. Yeah.
We drove past Atlantis, or we I guess
rode
you drive a boat. Yeah. The boat went past everything. So all the stuff about Nassau and James Bond, like all the places that they
Club
film the
Med.
movie, went past that, went past Oprah's house, went past Atlantis, went under the big bridge, out to the middle of nowhere, and then we got in the boat and we saw the reefs and we see a turtle.
We saw a turtle.
Yeah, we saw a turtle.
Saw a couple of turtles. We saw Nass and
Nass shark.
Barracuda.
Yeah.
And
we had a good
tuna.
cruise director, a good excursion director on that one.
Man, tuna is freaking huge.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So, yeah, we saw. Did we see some clownfish?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, that was a good trip.
Yeah. So since we had done that before, it was like, we don't really need to do this again. At least not right now. Even with better equipment and whatnot, I think it was like not worth it.
Well, the excursion cost more.
Oh yeah.
One, it cost more than it did when we went because of inflation. 2, it cost more because you were booking it on the cruise ship. So when you
another DigiKast tip.
Yeah, when you think you want to do an excursion, book it through your cruise ship and book it early before your cruise because the prices are cheaper or the prices are lower if you book it when you're not on the ship. Now, I don't know if, to be fair, our itinerary changed, so it wouldn't be fair for them to still give us the higher costing excursion rates because we're purchasing it on the ship, because that's not our fault. Right? That wasn't our fault. So they should still honor the pre-cruise price. So we're not sure if they did or not, and it was just more because of inflation or what. But either way, like, we've already done that, and that was a good trip. It was $63 per person.
Back then?
No, now it wasn't back then. Back then it was like $50 a person. So it was like $49.99 or something like that, or $39, one of them. But it was $62.99 if we purchased it yesterday, and I didn't want to pay that per person. So we didn't want to pay that for something we've already done.
Yeah. Right. So it's definitely worth it if you haven't done it. But we would say to definitely, like, part of the earlier thing that we said about buying early, then that gives you the time to see what excursions they offer and to make the decision on what you want to actually go and do.
Right.
So I would say, like, I know a lot of channels say to not to book the excursion with the cruise line, and that's probably more of an advanced technique, I think. So for someone who hasn't really cruised and don't know, definitely book through the cruise line because you have that insurance and you have that safety with you on that. Not that going off script isn't safe, but you really are taking not a lot of risk, but you're taking a risk by doing that. I guess bonus with that is if you do book an excursion outside of the cruise line, usually it's cheaper,
Yeah.
and also they have a variety of options depending on where you go. There's a lot of stuff that's different and outside of the norm that you can do that the cruise line just doesn't offer, or they don't have a deal with whoever does it to do the thing. But yeah, the risks are you taking your life into your own hands, I guess. You're doing something that's outside the country without that insurance there, and you're what is it? You're on somebody else's timetable.
Right.
So when they say you got to get back to the boat at a certain time,
you need to be there.
Yeah, you need to be there.
They'll leave you.
And the excursion that you booked to the cruise is designed to get you back by a certain time, whereas somebody else's excursion may not be doing that.
And then how many movies have we seen?
Yeah.
where the people book an excursion outside of the resort or cruise ship or whatever, and they end up dead. I can think of open water.
Dang, just go,
47 meters.
Yeah, that's true.
Not saying that is going to happen in real life, but I mean,
the
idea for the movie didn't just come from nothing. And actually, open water was a true story. So,
yeah, sure. The worst we've seen, like in videos, is the people that run down the pier, which I think we're gonna try to do tomorrow.
We're gonna try to run down the pier.
No, we're gonna try to watch people running down the pier.
Those are always fun to watch.
Yeah. So the nice thing that we can say about Nassau is, since the last time we've been here, they have massively improved the port.
Yeah.
It's like the buffer between the ships and the city is super nice, but after the buffer, it's like okay. Yeah, so we just walked around the first 2 blocks of the city and came right back.
Yeah, it was hot as hell.
Yeah, it was hot, and
everybody
it was, like,
was out there
kind of sketchy,
hustling. We got our souvenirs that we wanted, and I was like, all right, I'm kind of like, whatever, let's go swimming now.
Yeah, which was a whole other thing.
Yeah, we'll talk about that tomorrow.
We'll talk about that tomorrow.
Yeah.
The filtered seawater in the pool should also still be clear, I guess, is the teaser we'll leave you for that. But yeah, I guess for today, I don't know, we'll go in depth. But yeah, we went to the port, we saw some stuff, we came back, took a bunch of pictures. There was a good game show tonight. It was good. Cam showed up, showed out. We actually got a picture with him today. I would love to pick his brain, but I don't know if we'll be able to.
Well, you never know.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Love the world.
Wait, hold on. We gotta do the thing.
What?
You can't just be like, oh, that's the end of the show.
All right. Well, go ahead.
All right. So this episode is brought to you by the letters C and the number 8.
All right.
Okay, so thanks for listening. Thanks for
Thank
watching.
you.
Thanks for hanging out with us.
We appreciate it very much so.
Yes, so subscribe for more. We got another episode tomorrow or next week, whenever these episodes come out.
Yep.
We're going to talk about our day on the cruise. It was very awesome.
We're down to 12 knots now.
Okay, yeah, the boat is slowing down.
Yeah, that's
and it's like, we're almost there. We're going to slow down and get there at the time we say we're going to get there or not.
Should I still take my trousers on?
Yeah,
right.
Take your stuff so you can sleep.
Okay.
And we can talk about that too. If you take medication, make sure you bring it. If you get seasick, prepare for that. But yeah, anyway, check us out on the socials. Follow, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. The DigiKast on YouTube and Instagram, and you can find me On Twitter, AwesomeRob029. Same thing on Instagram. And BigRob029 on YouTube. And if you search for the DigiKast on my page, you'll see all the stuff that we've done, all the travels and whatnot before they got transferred over, or before we transferred our site over to the official DigiKast YouTube page, where you can find all this awesome video and stuff. So, with that said, we will bid you guys adieu. Thanks for listening. And we'll see you guys later. This has been DJ Awesome Rob and
Sherry's Joy.
Peace up in the grill.
Love the world.
Alrighty, good night, guys.
Good night.